What's up, Izzy? This is Zach. I'm Ian's tutor, and I'll be helping you out over the magic of the internet. Late night where I am, later night where you are, probably early morning where you are. But what I'll do is I'll break these down into five. I think you had 5 questions, number 2, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 on your textbook homework. What I'll do is I'll do one question at a time so these things don't get too long and too convoluted, okay? So I'll load these up to my YouTube, and so if you're seeing this, you found it. And I'll text you, obviously, the links and all that. So this will be question 2. It says, which of the following, no, would each of the following transactions be included in net exports or net capital outflow? Be sure to say whether it would increase, whether it would represent an increase or a decrease in whatever your answer is, okay? So let's do this. First one, an American buys a Sony TV. Okay, so first, you have to ask yourself with any of these examples, well, what's the difference between exports and imports and capital? Okay? So, you should have a good idea in your mind of what those are. If you're not sure, exports and imports are like goods traded or brought in to a country or going out of a country, okay? So, if China sends me dumplings, okay, I am importing them, taking them in to me, if you want to think of it like that. That's how I always thought of it. It's like an inflow to me. I like dumplings. I'm going to have them. Therefore, imports would go up. If I send something to China, that's exports. As long as those things or that good is not money, okay, or capital of any kind, because that would be capital outflows or inflows, okay? So think, is it a good? Is it like a product, or is it money of some kind? Because that'll determine if it's products, we're talking about exports and imports, and if it's money or investment of some kind, then we're talking about capital. Okay, so keep that in mind, number 1. Number 2, no, we'll just go to it. So, if I, as an American citizen, buy a Sony TV, that doesn't sound like I am giving let's say, lending anybody money. I won't say giving money, because technically if I'm buying a TV, I'm paying Sony, right? But really what's happening is I'm buying a good. A good is being imported to me, okay? That Sony TV, and it better be darn good if I'm buying it straight from Japan, okay? So, of the two options, net exports or net capital, I'm going to go with exports, okay, that category. Of course, I'm not giving them a good. I'm not giving Sony anything. I'm taking something from Sony, so it's technically an import. That being said, if it's me buying something from a foreign country and bringing it here, that would be an import. I'm not giving them any goods back, so therefore, because I'm importing something and exporting nothing product-wise, that means that I have now, after I receive this TV, imported more than I have exported. So therefore, for part A, I would say net exports is what I want, and it would be a decrease there, simply because my net imports have gone up. Okay, I've imported something, haven't exported a darn thing, therefore net exports have gone down. That's what I'd say for A. For part B, an American, me, buys a share of Sony's stock. Now this is a little bit different because I'm still getting something, I'm still paying my money for it, but what am I getting? I'm getting an investment. I'm getting a financial instrument. I'm not sure if you guys have talked about those yet, but that's what stocks, bonds, any kind of investment items are. Okay? So therefore, if I'm choosing between net exports and net capital outflow, capital is like money, money's tied in with investments, stocks fall under that heading. It's not like a TV, so I'm going to say it's net capital outflows. Trying to spell over here. So I know it's about net capital outflows. Now, are they going up or are they going down? Well, where's the money flowing? In to me or out away from me? Well, if my money is going to Sony in exchange for stock, then my capital is technically going out to Japan to Sony. So therefore, because it is going out, the outflows are going up. That'd be my answer for number 2, part B. Part C says, the Sony pension fund buys a bond from the U.S. Treasury. And again, I'll be like the American, I'll be the U.S. representative in these examples, okay? So let's say Sony wants to buy a bond from me. Okay, it's not a TV, it's not a product, it's not a finished good or service. It's more of a financial instrument, again, just like stocks and anything like that are. Bonds fall under that heading. Bonds are financial instruments, therefore they're investments, therefore it falls under a net capital outflow. Okay, now, is my money going to Sony, or is their money coming to me as the U.S. Treasury? Okay, I'm giving them bonds, that's true, but remember, the capital is mainly, it's like follow the money. You follow the money, you're going to get these questions right. So since the money's coming in to me, it's like a net capital inflow. So my inflows would be going up. But their wording was outflows. If my cash coming to me goes up, cash going out goes like theoretically down because I'm taking in money, I'm not giving any away. So net capital outflows are going down. It's almost like a double negative in a way. It's like I'm not losing money, so I'm gaining money. So therefore it would be like I'm not losing it. It's not a situation where I have less than after Sony bought something from me. So because I have now more money than I did, I have either increasing net capital inflows or the same theoretical concept, outflows that are negative. So that's why I say net capital outflows go down. Finally, a worker at a Sony plant in Japan buys some Georgia peaches from an American farmer. I'll be the American farmer. Okay, so this is very similar to me buying a TV from Japan. Now they're buying some goods from me. It's not money, it's not an investment, it's not a stock, it's not a bond, no financial instrument. It's a peach, or like a bunch of peaches, right? So somebody in Japan buys peaches from me. That sounds like a good, a product. So I'm going to say it's net exports. Now, what's happening to that good? Is it coming into me, the American, or is it going out to the Sony person? It's going out to the Sony person. So I am exporting the peaches. Yeah, I'm getting money in. They're buying it. But the product itself is going over to Japan. Because of that, it is being exported. Cut and dry. Therefore, net exports have to go up. Okay? So you notice there's one of each kind. You had 4 different options. You had either exports or capital, and you had either increase or decrease. So there's one of each possible combination of increase, decrease, exports, and capital. Okay? Hopefully this made sense. Hopefully it was concise enough. Yeah, there's some awkward pauses, but it's kind of late here. I had a long day. Please forgive me for that. And next video, we'll have question 4.